or one that one of us together or one that you don't know?
One of us together. No, one that I
Okay.
don't know. One that I don't know.
Okay. Just if I guess if we put this in the video, so this is gonna be about drugs, and I'm gonna curse, and I'm gonna keep it real. I have worked very hard to not do drugs anymore. I was addicted to heroin for 12 years, and it's shit's crazy, and it makes me really sad that there's so many people out there dying. But I want the whole point of me even like starting and talking about anything is just to show that like it doesn't matter how low or what you've been through or the craziest shit ever, there's a chance that you can change. So just want to say
true.
that. So I got hired at this restaurant and it was a steakhouse. Now, when we go in, it was like the brand new steakhouse, but it was kind of like, it was like a mid steakhouse. But the thing is, they were getting like top quality steaks, but they were charging like ridiculously cheap prices for them. So before the restaurant opens, the owner wearing like a cowboy hat and fucking cowboy boots. We live in New York, like right outside of New York City. Like, people don't wear cowboy boots in New York. I love a guy in cowboy boots, cool.
That's so
but it's just not something you fucking see. Like it was weird, and he's like, "Hey, oh, like that type of guy in a cowboy hat but it is down by the water. Anyway, that has nothing to do with it. So the guy loved me, right? Loved me. And he's like, "You are going to be my top waitress." And I was like, "Yeah." But I was a dope fiend. Like, at this time, it wasn't the worst I was, but it was bad. I wasn't selling drugs. So this was after I got arrested. The big arrest, at least. And I wasn't selling drugs. So I had to have a job to make money. Now, the restaurant opened and fucking was so busy. I was making like $400 to $600 a night. It's a fucking lot of money. $400 to $600 a night. Think about that. I was working 6 days a week making that money. I never, not once, had a dollar to my name, ever. I had such a bad habit. I gotta quit this shit. But anyway, I don't even know how much that adds to. But what I would do is I'd have my dealer come to the job, and I would pay him. So then my brother got a job there, and bro, it was like insane the amount of money that we were making, and it was just like so fucking busy. We were running around like fucking crazy. So I needed more money. I was like, bro, I said to the guys, I was like, I need more money. I'm like, I have to work more. Like, I need to work more. I need more money. And they're like, dude, you work literally every day. Like, you have to have a day off, and it's slow during the day. Like, you're not going to make more money.
Right.
So I'm pretty smart if I want to be, but not always in the best ways. Like, I could figure shit out. So I figured shit out on how to delete orders, but not like to just go in and delete an order. It was like delete it completely out of the system with no record.
Oh, so you like voided out the whole thing.
Yep. Everything. But when you're high on heroin, sometimes you make mistakes. So, you know.
It happened.
So I've been doing this now for like 2 months, 3 months. Now I'm not making $600 a night. I'm making like $900 a night. And I'm still fucking broke. Don't have a dollar to my name. Broke as fuck. I'm giving all my money. Wait, was this before? I'm sorry, I lied. This was before I got arrested. So this is how I met my connect, because I'm not trying to like, oh. Hear me now?
Yeah, now I can hear you.
Sorry about that. Okay. So because I know you don't know, and I'm not trying to like brag or like give more knowledge about the drug, but I'm just saying, like, in reference, if you buy a bag, at the time at least, a bag of heroin was like $10-15.
No shit.
You could get like a bundle, which is 10 bags for 100. Some people charge 120 or 80. But if you go into like Queens, Brooklyn, whatever, obviously you're going to get it for like 40, 50, 30. Nice. So $30, you know, it's ridiculously cheap. And I was paying like $80, you know, like I was getting 5 to 10 at a time, but I wasn't going to the city. I had like, you know, whatever. So then what happened was I met this guy, Mike, and maybe I shouldn't say his name, but whatever. It doesn't matter. There's a million Mikes. I met this guy, Mike, and I thought I like fell in love with him, but like wind up, he was gay. He was like, yeah, no. He's like, I wouldn't fuck you unless you were a guy. And I was like, oh shit. So then, oh my God, this story is going to get so fucking, ugh. Okay, I met this other guy who was dealing with him, Evan, and I'm still working at the restaurant. And this guy, Evan, is this big fucking huge drug dealer in Deer Park. Like, he's got tats on his neck that say 100% felon.
Okay.
Yeah. It's so much fun. It's so much fun when you get arrested with a guy that has 100% felon tatted on their neck. But anyway, this guy was in love with me. I mean, like fucking in love with me.
Really?
The day I met him, he was introducing me to people as his girlfriend, and I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, bro, I'm like, no, I'm not. I don't even know you. I barely even know your fucking name, bro. And he was just feeding me drugs. Like, he'd give me so much drugs. So now I'm still working and I'm making this money, but he's not, and he's giving me a lot of drugs. So he'd buy hotel rooms for like 3 weeks, or we would just like, he'd leave and go out and run around, and he'd leave me like mad drugs, right?
Really?
And then he'd come back with like food, whatever I wanted from any restaurant, anywhere, whatever I wanted. And then obviously like whatever. So I liked him, obviously. He's giving me fucking drugs, food, sex. Like, why wouldn't I like him?
Right.
My dad didn't like him though, and I introduced him to him. He's like
you introduced him to
let me just tell you, he's in jail right now for another 5 years for a bank robbery.
Promising.
So anyways.
Promising.
I go to work and I don't have anything. And when you're fucking sick, even if I'm not sick, when I'm running around at a restaurant, I don't know what's in restaurants, but my nose always freaking runs. But now I'm dope sick. I'm like dry heaving. I'm sweating. My nose is running.
Oh.
And I'm going up to tables looking like,
looking like hell.
Yeah, and I don't even care. Like, I'm getting their orders wrong. And I was like an on-point waitress. I never made mistakes, but now I started fucking up a lot. And even though I didn't need the money much, I still needed money, but like I had a little bit of money in my pocket because Evan, or the guy, was paying for everything.
Uh-huh.
I still was stealing from the restaurant a lot. Like, I already. The only reason why I'm saying this online is because I already got in trouble for it. But like, so I am sick. I'm sick this one day. Like, my nose running. It's fucking disgusting. I stink. I fucking stink so bad. And this guy, Evan, well, whatever. Who gives a fuck? Evan comes, drops me off shit, and I always did dope in the bathroom. I didn't care if there was 100 people in the restaurant. I would, if the bathroom was locked, I wouldn't even care. So I would start preparing it out in the thing. I didn't care if anybody walked in. I gave 2 fucks. I was like, oh, who cares?
Are you serious?
Yeah. So anyway, I was like preparing it outside of the stall, like where the sinks are. Nobody saw that. Then I go into the stall, and the stall's fucking broken, like the lock. So I'm holding it with my foot, but like I'm fucking trying to like shoot dope, you know? So I couldn't really. And this lady and a little girl bust in. I fucking kicked the door like right on them.
Oh no.
I worked all day, and the cowboy guy, the guy that owns the place, is like, Nicole, I need to talk to you.
Oh no.
And I go into the office, and he's like, I hope you don't think I'm stupid, right? And I go, no, I don't think you're stupid. He goes, I know you do drugs. And I'm like, fuck, I'm going to get fired from this job where I make $500 a night. Not only that, I'm stealing from them, and I'm making like $900 a night. I'm going to get fucking fired right now. But then in my head, I was like, at least I won't get fired for being caught. But he's like, you're my top waitress. If you're ever fucking sick again and you need to shoot dope, let me know. I'll lend you the money, and you could shoot it in my fucking office. Don't ever do it in the bathroom again. I was like, he's like, you're really good. I know. He's like, I will help you to get clean if that's what you want. He's like, but in the meantime, I'd rather you do it in here. I don't want customers to see. And I was like kind of denying it. I was like, what are you talking about? He's like, first of all, I've known. He's like, I've seen you syringes on you. Your arms are a mess. He goes, you do a good job of hiding it. He goes, but I'm not fucking stupid. I know. And I'm like, all right, well, I was like, I was so embarrassed. And I was like, all right, well, I was like, I don't think I can ever come to you. He's like, listen, if you're sick, it's going to affect my business. I'd rather give you the money. I know you're going to make it. He's like, you're making a ton of fucking money. You'll pay me back. I'll take it out of your paycheck. We'll figure it out. And he's like, and just do it in here. I'll leave. And I'm like, okay. Now my brother is doing dope too. My brother's like, yo, get me in so I can get in.
What? Billy.
You know Billy did it. Billy, me and my brother shot up together for the first time ever on Mother's Day in a casino, Foxwoods. That fucked up. My brother's been clean for a very long time, and way before I got clean. He's probably been clean for like 9-10 years. I've been
good for him, man.
So I don't want to talk shit on him, but like at that time, I got my brother a job, and he's now making a shit ton of money. He didn't know I was stealing money though. He had no idea. God, there was so much that happened. I'll try and make it quick, but basically, one day the assistant manager before shift goes, Nicole, I need to talk to you at the end. And he goes, it's taken me, I've had every single computer person come and check out the system. He's like, there was an error one night for like $90 something. And it was because I made a mistake. I didn't take it completely out of the system like I had done many others. And not only did I take it out of the system, I took it out of the backup. So like they couldn't find anything unless I made a mistake, of course, which I did. And I made that mistake. And he goes, it's taken me months. He's like, I've spent way more than the $93 to try and figure it out. He goes, and I think I figured it out. He goes, because I did a test with you. He's like, and the order was gone. Now, I didn't do like a lot. I would do like, it was a lot. Yeah, it was a lot. So they thought I stole like $400 from them. They have no idea the real amount. And well, I don't even know if I should say that. I don't know if I could still get in trouble for that. And they wound up pressing charges on me. And not only that, they still wanted me to work. Like, you guys are gonna get me arrested? Like, my brother was like, are you guys fucking kidding me? You're not gonna arrest my fucking sister. He comes out and he's like, what did you do? And I was like, it's a mistake. I made an error. I'm like, I'll give you the fucking 90 something dollars, because they only thought it was 90 at that time. Mm-hmm. Until like, and I was like, listen, man, and they're like, we know you're a drug addict, but you're making $600 a night on a Tuesday and a Monday. Like, how? Why are you fucking stealing? Why didn't you just ask us for the $100? And they're absolutely right. Absolutely right. Just like when you're on fucking drugs, you don't think like that.
And you want to see, it's also like a rush. You want to, like, the fact that you're getting away with it, you know?
Actually, yes and no. I mean, I think I do have a conscience, and I felt really bad. But at the same time, when you're on drugs like that, it turns you into somebody who is very selfish. I want to say a psychopath, because, like, really, you will destroy everything that comes in your way, and you only care about yourself and what you want.
Yeah, you turn into like a total narcissist.
Yeah, exactly. And I thought I was one. Even when I got clean, I was like, I had no feeling. It was just like blank, blur. Like, it's hard to explain, but yeah. Anyways, I got arrested. I stopped working there. And because I got arrested, now I didn't have money for drugs. I went to the city with that guy, Mike, the gay guy that sucks dick, and Evan. And Evan, the guy I was hanging out with, gave me his Connect's number. So now all I had to do was go to Queens every day or the Bronx and get $30 bundles. And that's when I started selling. It was before I started selling. And that led me down a whole fucking other path. But it's just crazy what drugs do to you. And like the fact that like I felt so bad that a little girl walked in and fucking sitting there sticking a needle on my arm. And it wasn't just like me sticking a needle on my arm. It was like fucking, I'm so sorry to be graphic, but this is just real. It was like blood fucking dripping onto my thigh, like all like dried blood all down the side. Like I would get out of the bathroom and have to like scrub my arms, and there was like open sores up and down them. It's fucking gross, bro.
Oh.
I know. And then I would take fucking, like, nobody would know. I would take fucking concealer or like foundation. I don't wear foundation. I never wore foundation. Sometimes I do like online, but like I just on my arm, and like this side would be like a different color. That's I don't even know if did you ever see me when my arms were really bad?
I don't think so. I was in Atlanta.
They were. I don't know how like everybody didn't know. I still have scars, which I doubt you'll be able to see on camera. No, because.
Yeah, no, we can't say. But I've seen them. You showed them to me before, like in the summer.
But like they would be like here. It looked like I literally took a knife, and then I started doing my legs, and then my neck, obviously.
Holy shit.
And it got to the point where I didn't even, and I just watched something with this girl. It got to the point where it wasn't even the drugs.
I deal with life different, make that limit squeeze. Went off for my style and identity.
Subscribe.
Better bounce back and get the cheddar cheese. I guess that's why